There we go. We should be good to go. Start it. All right, say less. What's up, everybody? Let's get it. Oh, yeah. All right. So, welcome, everybody. Hope you all are having a good day, morning, whatever it is for you. We're going to be doing a little task to earn introduction here. A little bit of AMA with some Alpha Pharaohs founders.
Yes.
And having a good old time. I'm Joe, if you didn't know. We also got Tim and Stoner joining us in the Discord.
Hey guys.
All right, cool. Let's get into the little task to earn intro here. That way we kind of get a little basis of what's going on. If any of you are unsure of what's going on with task to earn, if you haven't really done much, you're a little overwhelmed with it, we'll get into it here. So you want to start off going to tombraid.app right up here. And then the first thing you're going to want to do, there will be a login button for you if you're Alpha Pharaohs holder or renter. You want to log in with your Twitter and your Phantom or Soulflare, I guess you could use as well, whatever your wallet is. Log in with that bad boy and it'll bring you to this screen most likely. Once you're here, you want to go to this task tab over here. Wait for that to load. Still loading. Boom. So everybody probably sees this and they're a bit overwhelmed. And obviously your tasks are going to be different than mine unless you're in the same area as me, as a lot of them are based on your location. So, you know, your task might not look the exact same, but you'll have a lot of different ones going on here. This is just the main landing page here. So there's all different types of tasks. It's based on, you know, kind of whatever you want to do. There's an Uber one if you want to become an Uber driver and you needed a little kick in the butt. There you go. You know, if you want to do some casinos, if you already do some casinos, you might as well make some extra on the side, you know. So we got a bunch of different tasks here. Once you click on one, they'll give you the little details of what you need to do to complete it. So this one, you got to reach level 90. Once you do that, it should verify for you, and you'll get this 54,180 AP points. Just to clarify, I've never had to answer this in the Discord before, but just for your information, 1,000 AP points is worth $1. All right, I know. It's surprising. No one's ever seen that before.
You've asked that question before.
Yeah, no one's asked that before. So, you know, 1,000 AP equals $1.
We should probably put it on the site, to be fair. That's probably our fault. We should make it a bit clearer. But
job away. Let's do it. Cool. So let's move on to the offer wars and time war, because I think that's the one which is most global.
Oh,
can you hear me?
Yeah. Give me a second. I think
we're slightly behind for what we can see on the stream.
Yeah,
so
we're
I
like
think
20 seconds behind.
There we go. Oh, it's 20 seconds. Wow.
I think it's about 20 seconds, but that's okay. We can just vibe and chat while it loads.
Here, I'll stream it to Discord so you guys can see it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Closer to real time for you.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, good idea. Right. Yeah, perfect. So I can see you in real time now. We'll just wait for the stream to catch up.
Tasks are too tasking. Well, we're about to show you some easy ways here to make some money rather than anything you feel is tasking you with a lot of things to do.
Yeah, and the good thing about these, there's no initial deposit, so it's not a survey where a lot of people, where essentially surveys, they cater to a certain demographic, a certain region, a certain age, so you don't always hit everyone. With these tasks, which Joe's about to show you now, 80-90% of the time they get verified, they're quick to do, and we're going to show you the fastest way to get them done. And essentially, you could earn around $5 to $10 a day with an hour's work just from these tasks itself. That doesn't include surveys where you can make $3 to $5. Some tasks, if you're in a good region, you can make $50 to $60. Let's just go on now. Let's see if the stream's caught up.
If you just crack on, Stoner, because the stream will always be like that, 15 seconds delayed. So just bring us through it.
Right, so let's go to tasks, Joe. View task. And let's do that filter we spoke about before, frequency one. Let's take off once off ever, and every 7 days. Yep. So
can you just explain to us the reason why you've done that, Stoner, on the frequency?
So essentially, you can do once off ever. Like, it's very pay well. It's very good, but we want people to be coming back every single day and making money. So for ones which Joe now has ticked once every hour, every 12 hours, every 24, and every 5 and 10 minutes. So now all the tasks you see over here, you can come back and do each one of these every single day and make money. So if you find a way that where you can make $5 to $10 just off these tasks, guess what? You can come back every single day and do it. So easy soul to earn. As in, soul's cheap right now. As in, if you're doing this as like a little side hustle to get to stack soul for the next bull run, we think soul's going to 10x. These are some great tasks. You make 5-10 soul a day. $5-10 a day just from these tasks. So let's test one out. Let's just do the first one. Visit my blog on ads and get paid. Yeah, that's the one. So you click it, and then there are a bunch of instructions. So to get paid, follow these instructions exactly.
It can be a bit overwhelming at first, can't it, with all the instructions? But actually, it's quite simple.
It's actually simple. So Joe's going to be taking snippets of this live, and he's going to be posting it so anyone can come onto a site and watch a video and how easy it is to do it. So essentially, over here it's saying open up 10 posts and spend 50 seconds reading each post. They can't tell how long you spend on a website. So essentially, what you can do is, what I would do first is I'd go click I'm not a robot, and that would automatically start the task. Sometimes it'll say start campaign, sometimes it'll say click to prove you're not a robot. So it then gives you proof instructions. So all you need to do is submit a screenshot of my blog page showing that Google advert clearly. So essentially, they're asking you to click 10 posts, and on the 10th post, you want to screenshot the Google ad before you do it. And then also, you want to submit in the text proof. So just below, we see text proof. All you're doing is copy and pasting the About Us section of the ad. So essentially, they're not asking at all for history proof to go on 10 sites. So what Joe can do right now is, he can click the link in number 1. This will load you onto a page. So they're basically farming Google AdSense. So they have finance and other related content, which is high paying CPM. So if they get a lot of clicks, the website gets paid a lot of money. So that's they're farming money essentially. What you want to do here is click, for example, what kind of insurance do I need in Canada? So click that blog post. So that counts as one click. Because the proof isn't asking you to click on all 10 websites, you don't need to do that. So let's find the advert here on this page. Let's scroll down.
I forgot I opened this on Brave. We might not have them.
Yes, we won't. So there's another tip.
If
you want to use Safari or Chrome, essentially.
Can you just quickly copy and paste the link into another browser? Do you have a different browser?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot here.
Essentially,
so there's no tracking from that link, is there? So it's not like it has to be done there and then. You can just copy that into a new browser that will show you the ads.
Yeah, exactly. And the reason why it doesn't work for Bravo is because they automatically block ads, to my understanding. So it's counterintuitive. So it has to be Chrome, Safari, or whatever.
Chrome isn't having a good time with it either. This is
No, it's fine.
Yeah, they're all blocking them. Needless to say, I haven't tried any of these yet with the proof and all that.
I do find that happens on my Chrome sometimes, and I found if I refresh a few times, the ad does eventually show up.
Oh.
Have you got ad blocker?
Ad block on there?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
That could be another thing. Can we maybe if Tim streams it on Discord, you can stream it off his? Because I know my laptop's a little fuzzy.
Yeah.
Let's see, I've got one at the top here. Would this one count?
What have you got?
Oh wait, you
It's-
guys.
Yeah, it's just we can't see yours. Yeah.
Swap at the screen one. Now you should be able to see.
Yeah,
it.
that works. That works.
Perfect. So, screenshot that whole page. You could do a Control Command Shift and 4, or just screenshot the whole page. And essentially, you want to get that advert in it.
Boy.
So then, once you screenshot the page, you click the advert.
We'll pull the snipping tool out.
Love it. Yeah,
Boom.
that's perfect. And then just click done, click the advert. And then the advert said go to the About Us page, so it comes up straight away. You want to copy as much as you can to go About Us and just copy like the first few paragraphs. Amazing. And then copy that, and then go back to Time Wall and go post it in the additional text. You want to post the text in there, and then click upload image. You don't have to worry about it. Upload image, and then you're putting a screenshot of the ad that you clicked.
All right.
So that's super easy. So once you get familiar with all of these, they could take 1 minute. So for example, this one would take you literally 1 minute, and you're getting paid 4,500 points, which is around 30 cents. You're making around 35 cents for like 1 minute's work, and that's just one task. And keep coming back to this one every single day because it's 24 hourly. So you do need to wait 10 minutes. So it says time remaining. It only goes to the times when you're actually on this page. So what I like to do is I'd like to go to the top. I'd like to pull the time wall out of this browser and leave it standing alone. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, just leave it there, standing alone. And then the time will automatically go down. You don't have to be on the page, but the time will go down. So in 10 minutes, you can come back and click submit for approval, and you've made the easiest 40 cent you've ever made in your life.
If we were to compare that, Stoner, to like raids, because people have been saying, oh, raids, like I can earn 30 cents and it only takes like 30 seconds of my time to raid something. You're absolutely right. I think the benefit that you have with Task to Earn is, one, you're not racing against other people. So those are popping up for you every single day on Time Wall. So you can just rinse those every single day. It might take maybe twice as long as doing a raid, but potentially similar amount of time once you get used to it. And then you're submitting that for approval. It usually takes sort of 6 to 12 hours to approve, sometimes less. And then you've got those points. So that's 30 cents what you've just done there. If you've got 10 of those that you're doing a day, you're getting similar things to what you might get with your raiding, but without the stress of racing against other people.
100%. And then also, if Joe goes back onto Time Wall, he can scroll down and show you how many tasks there are, which are every 24 hours. There's even some tasks which are every hour, and they take 30 seconds to do. You do those 12 times a day, you're making $1 just off that task, and it takes 30 seconds. You don't want to click cancel campaign for now. Maybe open another tab with Time Wall just to show everyone the offers. But yeah, no, so it's super easy. Like, you've always got 20, 30, 40 tasks per day to complete. You've got the once-off errors, which sometimes pay more, and they update every single day. So you want to go to tasks, view tasks. Right, okay, so we actually can't show you until this one's done.
And that timer's gone weird, but if you go back to the first
Yeah.
box, it'll be the actual timer.
But yeah, no, it's super simple to do, and you can do 10, 20, 30, 40 views per day because they're the every 24-hour ones. So you could easily make $8 to $10 a day just off these tasks alone, and it'll probably take you to get through all of these. At the start, it may take you an hour and a half a day, but just like Tim said, as soon as you get quicker and understand what we're actually asking for, how to screenshot, how to get the ads up straight away, it'll take half the time. So you could run through these in an hour and make $8, $10 per day. And then there's surveys on top of that. So I think Joe will talk about surveys because he's done one of them before for 60,000 points.
Want to take us through some surveys for a bit, Joe?
Yeah. Yeah, so another place you can go on Time Wall is surveys. It's not the best place for surveys most of the time, but it is a pretty good, consistent one that I've found. So here, you can see this first one here showing 4,200 points, 6 minutes. The only thing to also note here is there's one more conversion that you have to know for Time Wall. It's the only other one I think right now that has their own kind of currency or whatever in points. So those convert into AP. So you get 1,000 points, you get 65 AP for every 1,000 points. So a couple little conversions to keep track of, but you know, you can see it keeps track of it for you here. So I have 101,000 points approved. So I have 6,593 AP ready to be withdrawn to Tombraid. So we'll hit up a survey here, bring you to a new tab.
Like we said earlier on as well, the tasks that most people can do it for, like from most nations, from what we see in all European countries, US countries, and from what I know, African countries and Asian countries can also do these tasks as well. It's not limited to anyone. These tasks are guaranteed money, like 80-90% of the time you'll get approved, and when you don't get approved, you can go resubmit and tell them why you should be approved. But the surveys, they depend on certain demographics, age, location, job. So not everyone hits these. So you could be doing a survey for 2 minutes and it kicks you out. You could be doing another survey for 2 minutes and it kicks you out. But when you find a survey which is good, you can get paid $1, $2, $3 for it. So I would personally recommend the tasks.
Especially, you were mentioning before that you had a survey that was 60,000 points, right?
Yep, the one survey, 60,000 points.
So it really is just about checking back often. But the main reason that we have Time Wall as a provider on Tombraid isn't for surveys. That can be a benefit, and if you've got surveys that work for you and that you're able to grind through, then that's perfect. But the main benefit and the reason that we have them is so that people can do these tasks where they don't have to work particularly hard, but can make decent money wherever they are in the world.
And let's just run some numbers now. Let's say 500 people are making $5 a day. As in, that's not opening to public. The average for Tombraid raids was around 750 unique people per week. And that was raids, and that was people waiting around. That was people not being able to hit, people hitting scraps, having to be quick. If we have 500 people making $4 or $5 a day, so that's $2,500 revenue to our holders, first of all. And then we take a percentage to give back to RevShare. So if we're making 2,500, there'll be a lot of money coming into RevShare, and that's just off Time Wall. So the potential here is huge, and we're going to talk about that a lot more. I think Tim's going to talk about that more once we go through this trial.
Yeah, and I think like something that Joe's showing on the screen right now, simple clicks. These are really low paying, but something that you can just do in your spare time, where you click on a photo on a link, takes you through to a website. You wait until that tab counts you down from 5 seconds, and then you earn the points for that, and they get added on. So if you see the tab where Joe's mouse is there now, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It gives you a little ka-ching as well when it's done it. Then you can close the tab, and they've added into your balance.
So those are great as well, because those are for every single country around the world. They're quick, you get the point straight away. It doesn't pay a lot, but if you're working, like if you work a job on your laptop, and you could just click the link for like an hour and close, click, close, it's easy money. It's literally free money. Right, is there anything else we want to talk about in terms of tasks?
I think that it would be worth just touching briefly on CPX again as well, because this has been very beneficial for a lot of holders who've been using CPX, but it can also be incredibly frustrating at first as well. So I don't know whether you can open up CPX for us. So you go to the surveys under Tombraid tasks and open up CPX. And in fact, BitLabs and InBrain have been great as well. All three of these survey providers have shown real sort of decent results. The pain is initially to get through the pain of being rejected and disqualified on lots of surveys. And that is a really frustrating part of the process. But if you can make your way through it, if you can persevere through a number of failed attempts, a lot of failed attempts, you do eventually start to get really well-paying surveys. And we've got particularly one holder in the Discord who is just absolutely raking it in from CPX surveys and getting sort of $1 to $2 surveys every single day, like for one survey, and completing those, and make a massive benefit for him through doing those. If you can get through the pain of being rejected on a number of surveys initially, it does gradually learn to get to know you better, give you more surveys, get you further along. So I would definitely recommend having a go at the CPX surveys. If for your region there aren't a lot, don't stress on it, don't panic. If it just doesn't work for you, if you don't have the time to put in to get to know your profile and to make you more, then don't panic either. There's no stress on those, but they can be a good thing. I think that it would be important for us to talk about would be the big vision behind this, though. Like, what is Task to Earn all about for holders as well as for grinders? And I know that probably the people who are listening to this right now, there's 33 of you watching right now. I know that probably you guys are the people who are like, how can I earn money from doing tasks myself? And that's great. But we're going to take snippets from this video to share elsewhere as well. And I think that what's really important to talk about is actually the vision behind Task to Earn and where we're going with this, and the reason why it's so important to Alpha Pharaohs as a project. And that is not so that our holders can complete tasks. As much as we want you to complete tasks, and that's a huge benefit, and you'll be able to earn from doing tasks, the dream and the vision with Alpha Pharaohs has always been to provide ways for you to earn, but also for our holders to be able to earn from what we do as a company. And Task to Earn is a massive website, or Tombraid in general is a massive website that we've built and are continuing to build, that in the next few weeks is actually going to go public as well. And in the sense when we say it's going to go public, it's going to be available for any Tom, Dick and Harry to sign up and to earn, whether they hold an NFT or not. Not the raiding side, that will stay gated to NFT holders, but the rest of the website will be available for anyone to join. And the first thing that people say when we talk about that, and it's because they don't get the vision, but the first thing that people say is they're like, oh, well, what's the point of holding an Alpha Pharaoh then? What's the point? I mean, like, we need to earn, and if everyone else can do it, I may as well just sell my Alpha Pharaoh and do it on public. If you're thinking like that, you're missing the point of the value of what Alpha Pharaohs have, because rewards for Alpha Pharaohs, it's not a static number, but it's at about 10% of revenue from Task to Earn goes into rewards for Alpha Pharaohs. Now, rewards for Alpha Pharaohs, at the moment, people probably get like 0.03 sol a month, 0.04 sol a month for raiding one tweet a month. That's what they get at the moment, just from raiding alone. And raiding volume has been low. So not exactly life-changing. And you probably look at it and think, well, you know, for an 8 sol NFT, I'm not sure that's that great for me to get 0.03 sol a month or whatever it may be. Task to Earn is where the game changes for that. Just as a concept, and Stoner used 500 people earning $5, but let's take even less than that. Let's talk about 1,000 people earning $1. So just $1 a day. So we're not talking about life-changing amounts of money here. We're talking about people earning $1 a day, just 1,000 people. Taking into account the numbers that Stoner's already shared about Tombraid and about the fact that, yeah, we get sort of 750 individual raiders per week for raiding. We've had over 7,500 unique viewers of the site Tombraid over the last 10 weeks. Imagine when we open that up outside of NFT holders as well, just to everyone in general to come and earn, the amount of revenue that could bring in. So let's stick with a number of 1,000 users earning $1 a day, which is a super achievable target that we're heading for. That means that we will be adding into rewards pot between 10 and 15 Solana every single day, which means that you're talking 300 to 450 Solana for rewards pot per month, just from tasks, forgetting the raiding option for a minute. And we're going to talk about raiding in a minute because there's even more exciting stuff about raiding coming, which we will drop. So 300 to 450 Solana into the rewards pot per month. At current numbers, that means that every single Alpha Pharaoh is going to be earning 0.13 sol a month at that amount, taking out the raid volume. Sacred Pharaoh, 0.26 sol a month for a Pharaoh, and that's just with 1,000 people earning $1 per day. Hear me on how low those numbers are. We had yesterday No, 2 days ago, sorry, we had $1,000 of revenue in one day. $1,000 of revenue in one day is that 1,000 users using earning $1 a day. It wasn't 1,000 users, but it was $1,000 of revenue. Okay, so that means that 2 days ago there was between 10 and 15 Solana that went into the rewards pot. Obviously, it's not visible yet because we haven't received the money yet, but it will go into there. Just hold that in your mind for a second and think about how massive this could go. And you might think, well, how are people going to use it? Well, we've got affiliate schemes that are coming out for Alpha Pharaohs holders, which means that you can refer people. You can be the salesman for Task to Earn, and every person that you refer, you will earn 5 to 10% of everything they ever earn in the future. So imagine if you get 3 or 4 friends who each of them is earning, say, $5 a day. Through doing time wall, through doing different tasks, through signing up to things. That means for each person you're referring, you're earning an extra 50 cents per day into your pot. Suddenly, there's a real incentive for you to invite your friends and to invite the people that you know to come and have a go in your family. And if you're lucky enough to be from somewhere like Canada, I know you hate us for it, but for some reason, Tasks love Canada. If you're lucky enough to be from Canada, you could refer someone who earns in one day $150. That means $15 in your pot every single time. The numbers are crazy for what this can do and what this will do and where we're taking it. We are going to be marketing this so far and wide to bring many, many users into Task to Earn. It won't affect whether you can do tasks. If you're worrying, well, if there's thousands of people doing tasks, there won't be enough for me. There's not limits in that sense. You can still earn the way that you want to learn through doing tasks, and that's absolutely fine. But on top of that, if you're an Alpha Pharaohs holder, you will be able to earn from rewards each month, depending on how well Task to Earn does. And it doesn't have to do that well for you to earn a lot. So let's take that up to 1,000 people earning $4 a day. Then that means that each Alpha Pharaoh or each Sacred Pharaoh is earning 1 Solana a month, with 1,000 people earning $4 or 4,000 people earning $1. However you want to look at it, it is not crazy numbers or crazy money to realize how far Alpha Pharaohs can go with this and what
Especially
that
not,
could look like.
especially not considering we've also not put in all our providers. We have a one-on-one link with a provider who is literally working directly with us. We got a contact. They will give us unique deals. The reason why these aren't up yet is because we need to go public. For them to give us unique deals, we need to show them volume. So we can't just put them up for testing. But we're working directly with a provider who are giving us unique deals, unique casino deals, which we've already seen can make you $80, $85 profit per person. As in, we're adding a shit ton more. We're going to be getting some for the US as well. So potential of just earning 1,000 people earning $1. That's on average. If one person's making 150 per day from signing up to 2 free gambling sites, you can see the numbers here.
Yeah, I think that's what we need to look at, isn't it? It's an average. So actually, 1,000 people earning $1, it might be that one day 3 people earn all of that, and that's okay, and that's all going into that rewards pot for Alpha Pharaohs. Honestly, it's crazy what could happen with Task to Earn and where it's going to go. So that's just a little bit of alpha on that. But Stoner, we should share about Raiden as well, because lots of the people watching this are going to be raiders, and you're going to want to know what's happening with Raiden and with Elon trying to absolutely do us over.
Yeah, he's pushed us into the light, essentially. As in, see what he's done is pushed us into more creative thinking. We all got together yesterday for a quick 30-45 minutes, me, Tim, and the dev team, and what since what became of that in half an hour, like, I've not been this bullish since we released Tombraid. As in, Task to Earn, this new idea for Tombraid social media is incredible. The new verification system we're going to have is going to be top notch. You also, you know how we increased the rewards from 2.5% to 7.5%? Well, that's getting increased again. So I'm just going to let Tim talk.
Yeah. So no, it's fine. So raiding, obviously, a big part of the vision for Raiden has always been that we want to incorporate other social media platforms, that we want to incorporate different ways of people to raid that is just outside of just of Twitter. And obviously, with what Twitter has done, it has kind of massively strangled, not even just Raiden, it's massively strangled all bots and different tools that people use for Twitter. I mean, even Discord currently can't show tweets when you copy and paste a tweet in. Like, it can't get the link up for the tweet on Discord right now. which is mental that a company like Discord can't even pull a tweet. So clearly they are strangling everything. Well, the ways that we were verifying before, once again, have had to change because of the fact that Twitter have kind of really lowered the amount of page views and post views that you can have, and it makes the things that we were doing in order to verify tweets even harder. But we're going to be moving to a manual verification system, which means that we are not reliant on any API. It means that we're not reliant on anything like automated that could be thrown off by simple changes to the code on Twitter. But what it does mean is that it instantly opens the door for us to verify raids on Twitter, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, on any social media platform that you can think of. Our Tombraid will be there for you to raid on. If we have a client who just wants to get a lot of views on a YouTube video and comments from real people on a YouTube video, they will be able to book a raid for a YouTube video to be raided, and you'll be able to go and raid it. And the simple way that you will be able to raid it is literally that you will go and do the job, you will screenshot what you've done, and you will upload that to Tombraid, and this will all be live from tomorrow for Twitter anyway. You'll upload that raid, a screenshot of your raid onto Tombraid, and then you will it will be manually verified within an hour or two. On the back end, we have a team of staff who are going to be swiping left and swiping right to verify or decline a raid. Couple of benefits for this is, one massive benefit is that the verification level is going to be a lot greater. So if there are people who are performing absolutely terrible raids, they won't even get paid. So no longer will it be that you kind of people can get away with it for a certain amount of time until the audit team picks them up. Actually, if it's a rubbish raid, or if they haven't followed the instructions properly, they'll get declined straight away. They won't even get paid in the first place. So it means that more spots are going to go to people who are doing it properly. It means that the proper queue system will still be there. And there will be so many different ways that we can do that. But because of the fact that there's different social media platforms, in terms of volume that's going through Tombraid, that is going to go sky high. And the way that we've had to change the percentages in order to make that work means that 10.5% of every single booking will go to rewards. So we just spoke about 1,000 people earning $1 a day on Task to Earn means about 10 to 15 sold per day into rewards pot. Well, when Tombraid was at its best, and it has been the last week, we've been seeing 100 Solana of raids booked per day. If 10.5% of that is going into the rewards pot, that means 10.5 sol per day into the rewards pot from raiding. So now if you add that to the Task to Earn of $1,000 per day, 1,000 people with $1 per day, you are talking about 30 to 40 to 50 sol per day going into Tombraid, Alpha Pharaohs rewards. Then you are talking about each individual Alpha Pharaoh earning 0.3, 0.4 sol per month in rewards without doing with raiding a tweet once a month for their rewards. Suddenly you see, man, the future for Alpha Pharaohs is crazy. Multi-platform raiding, multi-platform earning, Task to Earn, Survey to Earn, Raid to Earn, Click Ads to earn. So many ways that you can earn, but also each one of those feeds back into the pot for Alpha Pharaohs holders, and especially for those holders who are getting the reward share each month.
And then I think we should also I think we should also touch on people who only hold one Pharaoh. It's like, so how's that going to benefit me? As in, you need 5 Pharaohs to qualify for rewards. I've only got 1 or 2 Pharaohs. Well, the aim is to bring it down to if you own 1 or 2 Pharaohs, you will be getting the rewards as well. It's not going to happen instantly, but we've also got a change coming very soon, which I think a lot of people will be happy about. We're going to show intent that we're going to be bringing down the number of Alpha Pharaohs that you need to hold. So eventually, every single Pharaoh will be getting rewards. Every single Pharaoh. So not just 5 and above, every single Pharaoh.
But also the benefit even of holding one is not that, and we hate to talk about it, but is floor price. Because if the capability is there for whales to go and earn a lot of money through their rewards, then they are going to want to sweep up more Alpha Pharaohs, which means that the floor price rises. Now, obviously, floor price is not the end goal with Alpha Pharaohs, never has been. But that is a benefit for you as well in what you are holding, in the fact that your NFTs become worth more because there are more people sweeping to get more rewards and to access that. So there's benefits all round for it. Maybe we take some questions, Stoner. Acid has put, can my time wall run dry? No, it can't, can it, Stoner?
No, I'm not sure if you were here before, but if Joe can just go back onto time wall tasks, it will pop up. But no, essentially, so you put a filter in, and the filter is once-off, since they're one-off deals, but they come up every day, and they do pay a decent amount. Or you click the every 24 hours, every 12-hour deals, and they will come back and refresh every 12 or 24 hours. There's even some where you can do it every half an hour to an hour. Like, you can come back, complete the task, takes 45 seconds, you send a screenshot, boom, I've been paid 10, 15, 20 cents for 30 seconds work. I can come back every hour. So no, you can't load out your, as in you can't raid your whole allowance and time wall. They will always come back for you after the 24-hour, 12-hour period. So you can come back every day and earn $5 to $10 just off those tasks. We're not even talking about raiding. We're not even talking about rev share. We're not even talking about renting. We're not even talking about survey. We're not even talking about tasks. We're not even talking about casinos. Like, we're not talking about social media. Like it's crazy. Like, so we have built money printers, and we know a product we have. It's why Tim always talks about, like, the flaw doesn't matter, because people are making money now. We've had 7,500 people on our Tombraid website trying to earn money from the Twitter, and that's only 60 people of 120 people. You've got to be fast. You've got to be waiting around. This is forever. Anyone can just hop on here on a Sunday. They finish work 7 o'clock. I want to spend an hour doing tasks and make $10. So we're providing catering for all users, and then once we go public, the amount of advertising, the amount of word of mouth, the amount of plans that we have to push this out. Who doesn't like free money? Who doesn't like earning $200, $300, $400 a month from an extra 1 hour a day, an extra 1.5 hours a day?
It's brilliant, isn't it? I think, Sol Investor, do you still earn these monthly rewards if you're renting your NFTs? No, you don't. And that's part of the game theory at the moment. So for Wales, they have that decision to make. Am I going to earn more by renting this out for people to use, or am I going to earn more through monthly rewards? If it's rented out, that NFT is instantly disregarded from monthly rewards. So it's not like the rent. You can't go out and rent 20 NFTs and then earn from them. It's not possible. But also, the landlord doesn't earn from it either, because they're renting it out. They're earning through their renting, so they don't get it for that. But that's part of that game theory. Eventually, the rental market might dry up more, because Wales might be less likely to want to rent, because they'd rather hold it for the monthly rewards. And you've got that game theory that's happening there for Wales. Someone has put in a question, so 10.5% goes into the reward part. Where does the rest go? To the Raiders. We like, not all of it, but Raiders take a massive chunk of it. There's going to be a small percentage, so I think it's about 6%, which will go to the verifying team. So the people who are manually verifying the raids, it will kind of be like first come, first serve for our staff on the back end as well. So they will race to get to verify the raids. Once they've claimed it, that raid is theirs, and they'll earn 6% of that raid booking for verifying the raid. So we've kind of gamified the back end for our staff members as well, as a way that moderators can earn more money, is that they can earn more by verifying raids well. And then there's a percentage, I think it's about 7% that goes to our treasury, and then the rest of it goes, and 2.5% that goes to the devs, and then the rest of it goes to raiders, people who are raiding.
And then I think it's worth noting as well that after a month or two, it's once we get the system unlocked, once we understand how fast people can verify, or how fast our staff can verify, we're always willing to bring new people in. So there's a new method for you to come in and earn just to verifying tweets. Like, that will be a task in the future, but first we need to get the quality control on that correct. But that's just another avenue since we're going down for people to earn money.
Sorry, I'm trying to monitor multiple places with questions.
No, it's good. Yeah, I was about to say.
Are you guys? It's not the same for everyone in the task. All I get is to sign up for some ad and watch YouTube videos. Maybe because of location. It could be because of location. Just make sure that you are on the right section, so the time wall task section, because those ad ones are the ones that you really want to go for. When will raids go live again? Raids will go live again, hopefully tomorrow for Twitter. That's the aim. That's the target that Melly's working to, the dev. And then over the next week, we'll be rolling out to other social media platforms as well.
Yeah, we just had a question on Sacred, if you want to read that, about renting and Cardinal. I think you're better equipped to.
Yeah, guys, I'm in Renty Discord. They're building a custom renting system for Scalp Empire. Maybe we can migrate ours from Cardinal to Renty. Leave the renting with us for now. We're not too concerned. We've got an idea, which we're not going to share yet because it's still in the process of being built. But it's going to be very beneficial both to renters and to landlords. More beneficial, we think. It will be easier to rent out. It will be easier to rent. So for both landlords and renters, they're going to be very pleased with that. It's been worked on at the moment as we speak by one of our other devs who does a lot more like the blockchain stuff for us.
And this is just going to be a lot quicker, as in you don't have to undercut people, you don't have to wait for a buyer. It's just going to be a lot quicker for Wales to get our money from renting out, and it's going to be a lot quicker for rentees to rent their Pharaoh out to do raiding. So it's just going to be a better system overall, and more efficient and more streamlined. So yeah, that will probably come. We're still a couple of weeks off. We still got Cardinal now. Just like Tim said, we've got another dev who's currently working on it. So we're still a couple of weeks off that. But maybe we'll speak more about it in the future.
Are you guys VC backed in any way? We're not backed by any big venture capital firm or anything, but we do have an investor who is taking a small percentage of the Alpha Pharaohs company for a cash injection for us, and we'll share more about that when it comes. But it gives us some backing in terms of finances to roll out a lot more of what we're doing quicker. But it's bullish. I mean, the investors are bullish on what we're doing, and they're willing to put tens of thousands into AP in order to help us build more of what we're doing. So that is exciting.
100%, tens of thousands for a small percentage. So that just shows how far we've come from a 0.169 Solana mint. We've got a fully fledged company where people who understand the business, who've got contacts in the space. The person who's investing in us actually has contacts in the space, dev expertise, and he's been helping us out so much. So it wasn't just about the money, it was about, well, so the cash injection helps, but his expertise are going to take us to a next level as well.
Yeah. For the task to earn, sensitive information being gathered, how safe is that my personal information not being shared? Guys, that is all on you guys. So that is not us. When you click onto a survey, most of the surveys that you complete, straight away, the first thing it says to you is it explains to you how your information will be used. You would then agree to that or disagree and don't do it. Just make sure that the providers that you're working with, the people that you're chatting with, and kind of doing the task with or the survey, make sure that you're happy with what's happening. If you're not happy, don't do it. We won't force you to do any of these. We won't force you to share any information that you're not happy with. So don't if you're not happy. I think deposit and casino tasks are best for getting AP. Absolutely they are. There's no doubt about it. When you guys say that task to earn will go live to all holders next week, it's live to all holders now, Sol Investor. You can go and do it right now. It's live to all holders. Has been for a few days.
It's all renters as well, yeah. So it's anyone who understands about Sol NFTs in the community can go online and try it all out. But yeah, as in I recommend, once again, as in I think Joe's going to be taking snippets and putting videos, but we recommend if you don't want your data being leaked or whatever, or etc., the best thing to do is Time Wall. It's global. You can do tasks and you can make $5 to $10 a day just from the tasks. It'll take you an hour, it'll take you 30 minutes, depending on how fast you are, depends on how good you get. But we highly recommend the Time Wall task.
Brilliant. I think we've exhausted the questions. Unless anyone else got anything else. And Joe, I know you've got some things that you might want to share or that you might want to do.
Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna talk about a few more things on task to earn, but other than that,
Bro, you go for it. We're going to shut up for a bit because we've been talking non-stop. Feel free just to crack on.
Yeah, that's no worries at all. Yeah, so I mean, everyone in the stream or in the video or whatever, you guys probably saw me clicking through some stuff in the background, running through some surveys, running through some time wall things. So there's a ton of different things you can do in task to earn. It's kind of up to whatever you want to do. There are ones where you can deposit money You don't have to deposit money to do tasks. Some of these require it. You can just skip those. You know, you don't like casinos, don't do the casino ones. You know, there's plenty of other tasks to do. You know, like I said, these surveys are great. They require no investment other than time. Time wall and all of those are great as well. All they do is just take some time to do. And like Tim and Stoner both said, once you get the hang of it, you're going to be cruising through them, you know, especially these ad ones and everything on time wall. You're going to be cruising through them like crazy. So, yeah, I mean, that's kind of the gist of everything going on. Trying to remember.
Should we go through the tasks again, just so you can just put a time wall, so then you can come back? I think last time it wasn't too smooth for a video, so if we could just go through it now, you take a little time note of this time, and then we'll just go through it again, just to make a video to for everyone.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Amazing.
Yeah,
You know what you do.
Yeah. So whenever you get the time wall, you'll go over here to the tasks. Wow. And then drop it down, pull up view tasks. The biggest thing here, like Stoner had gone through before, is the frequency filter. You want to get rid of this once off ever and every 7 days. That way you're only left with tasks that refresh at maximum every 24 hours down to every 5 minutes. So these are tasks that you can complete quite frequently. Then you hit submit and it brings up the filtered tasks here. So let's see. We'll go back to this one.
Yeah, so let's go back to that one. I'm not sure what the time is going to say. But yeah, perfect. So let's click start campaign. So straight away, once you click start campaign, go up to a time wall and make it into a new browser. Yeah, just take it off. Because then the time elapsed keeps running. Essentially, all of them, they require you to spend they give you 10 to 30 minutes, but you can't submit before the 10-minute mark. That's just to make sure that you're hitting the seconds. But once again, just as we spoke about earlier on, you don't actually have to stay on each page for 50, 60 seconds like it says. The only thing you need to do is read the proof instructions once you click submit, and over here it says submit a screenshot of blog page showing at Google Adverts. Let's go do that quickly. So let's go, we'll visit the blog, just like it asks us to. We'll click one of the articles. They've got many articles. Let's just click the what kind of insurance do I need in candidate.
Give me 1 second here. Let me pull it up here.
And there should be an ad. Justin, you may have to refresh. I think maybe go on to a different article. Let's click one of that. Yeah. Don't know why you're not getting the ads. You're on Chrome, yeah?
Yep.
It does just take a few times sometimes. This is all part of it. I wouldn't stress too much. Go on to another article if that's what's needed.
Yeah, maybe just go on to a different one, click on the side. Maybe try clicking on the right hand side of the articles.
Might have to check some settings. I don't think I have any ad blockers on here. I'll get one at some point so it's clean for the upload. This is nuts.
For some reason it doesn't show you ads, and then for me it'll come straight away. You want to use... That's weird that it's not showing you ads.
Yeah, they're just not coming up.
Maybe I can do a screen recording for the video. I could do like a little voiceover or something.
Yeah, potentially.
That may work.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not showing up here, but we'll get that sorted out.
Yeah, I think it's good. It's good anyway, because for those people watching who have tried this, they might come across similar problems to this. So if we find a solution to why the ads aren't showing, then we can share that later on as well.
Yeah, definitely.
I wouldn't stress too much now. We can get a clean edit maybe on Stoner's screen for an individual video or something.
Yeah, exactly. If you go back to time or now, just source thing, if an ad doesn't pop up, if you go back, it says, note, if you do not see an advert in a blog, submit a screenshot of your browser history and the links you post. So essentially, if no ad shows up, you just literally open up 10 other blogs and send them a history of the 10 blogs that you opened up, and that'll be enough. Normally the ad will pop up. I'm not sure why it's not popping up, but in any case, it says over here, if it doesn't pop up, just follow the instructions, open up that link, open up 10 different articles, and just send them a screenshot of your browser history. And it's as simple as that. Normally the ad pops up, literally 9 out of 10 times the ad pops up, but in true fashion, it's playing up for the camera. The ad is playing up, but yes, there are a couple ways around it, just like the ones in the notes. But we will get a cleaner video, so maybe I'll do it on mine, screen record it, and then we can put it on the Time War page so anyone can come and see how easy it is.
Yeah, it sounds good. So Soul Investor asked about Task to Earn going live, if the rewards will shift to once a week instead of once a month.
No.
It's unlikely, because we only get paid once a month by task suppliers, providers. So if we were to go to once a week, there'd be super unbalanced rewards. You'd end up with 1 week where you were earning like 0.3 Sol, and then the next week like 0.05 or something or whatever. Whereas doing it per month means that it will be a lot more balanced.
We'll be able to collect all the revenue from all the different providers. Essentially, that they pay us on a certain date, I say the 15th, for example. On the 15th, so I'll take a log of all the conversions, and then they'll pay us 30 days after the 15th. So it takes more than a month for us to get paid. So it wouldn't be realistic to be paying out every single week. It's going to be a monthly thing, so when we get paid. I hope that answers your question.
Cool. I think we're sort of out of questions now. I'm going to have to shoot in a moment. I don't know if anyone else got anything they want to say.
I think that's about it.
About it for me. But yeah, go to the tasks, do the tasks. They're global. They don't require any specific requirement in terms of age, demographic, country. So you can go on and do them. You can make $5-10 a day. Use all the tips that we've just shown you now. Once you get familiar with the site and come back every day for the 24-hour ones, 12-hour ones, you'll start getting quicker. You'll start realizing what you need to get approved. And literally $5-10 a day around the world, that's quite good money for 45 minutes to an hour's work. There's surveys as well, there's game downloads, so there's a load of stuff to do, a lot more stuff we're adding. Like we said, we've got a one-on-one provider who are literally going to give us guaranteed top rate deals for the most money, but that will come once we go live. If there are any questions, literally come into Sacred Chat, general chat, whenever, and type them.
Amazing. Thank you, Stoner. Thank you, Joe, for hosting us and clicking around your screen loads.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. It was fun.
No, it's definitely a good first stream, and I think we're going to announce something next week in terms of spaces, because we do need to increase our space presence. That's a big thing. We've got something big coming with white labels in terms of getting them involved. We've got an incredible deal for projects who want to get involved, like they can make a lot of money off their users. So we want to be getting into spaces more now that we've got the product out, now that it's built, and now that it's ready to go. It's going to be great.
Bullish. All right then, boys, I'll speak to you later.
Yeah. See you later.
All right, guys. Yep. So that about wraps it up. I'm going to be taking this recording here, and we're going to split it up into some videos. You know, one of them going to be, excuse me, one of them's going to be a little task to earn intro that we started off the stream with. And then another is going to be kind of this AMA, Stoner's explanation on task, Tim's little alpha, and Stoner's alpha drops. So we're going to split those things up. We're going to get some videos dropped for you. That way you don't have to watch through this whole thing, you know, figure out where you need to go and all that. We'll get the videos dropped for you. We'll get that content out there. I'm hoping to keep doing this more often. I'm hoping to get some streams live, get some YouTube videos out there, you know, raid to earn how-tos, tips and tricks, you know, stuff like that, highlighting maybe some tasks that just came out that are nice for, you know, at least my area. You could check and see if they're available in yours, all those types of things. We're trying to explore different things like that. So hoping to get that content out there for you guys. But yeah. Oh, one more question here. Kryptonite, what's up? If you own multiple AP, can you do the same surveys multiple times? No, so it doesn't really work like that with tasks. The more APs you hold doesn't affect the tasks that you can do or the amount of times you can do the tasks. You can basically just do it once per your account on that specific survey. The more APs come into the rev share and all of that type of thing going down the road. So once you get one alpha pharaoh, or once it goes public here not too long from now, once it goes public, you can do whatever surveys. You can't do it multiple times based on whatever, but it's like one account for you. You can do that survey. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Much love to y'all. We always love the AP fam and anyone else coming in. You know, once this goes public, we're hoping to get everyone in here. You know, you don't have to be a holder, a renter, whatever. Get everyone in here, get everyone earning, get that nice side hustle going on. You know how it is, trying to get to that point, making that money, get that retirement, you know. Oh yeah. But yeah, we're gonna close it off here. And like I said, some videos will be coming up on the channel, so stay tuned. And yeah, stay tuned for the next one as well. Thank you all for hanging out, and we'll